Hey, what is up guys? Lucifer Days here, and today I am bringing you guys some Dominate, but depending on whether we do super well or depending on whether we get super trashed, the gameplay doesn't even matter because I'm here bringing you a story about one of the interesting days this past week that I've had at work. Whether whether you guys like it or not, it's different and it's time for a little bit of story time. So, with that said, the past week or so, and just a heads up that today is Monday, but the past week that we had, it was kind of an off and on week, meaning that here was a storm, there was a storm, rain here and there, cloudy, sunny, hot, cold, all of that stuff was mixed into play for these whole 7 days. So with that said, I think it was Saturday maybe was when I was planning on not going, but I ended up going because the weather looked pretty decent at the time, so I was like, you know what, let's go in there. I needed to get a few things done. We needed to work on the baler, grab some hay, get all that done as well. So we did just that, we go and we figure out that after we, I think, had our lunch break, because I was there from 10 in the morning to about, I think 5:30 was when I was not really forced to leave. You just kind of like break off in your way, when it's pouring down rain. But anyhow, yeah, we get what we done. We go to lunch and we find out that there's about 100% chance of thunderstorms around 4:30 or so. But we didn't mind it. We hurried up and made sure that we just got the job done that we needed to do faster than anticipated. So, going on, we did that forward until about 4 o'clock. We head out to start doing the two starts of the windrows. If you guys don't know what a windrow is, basically after you take the mower, so to say, of mowing the hay, then you till it up and it puts it in these little lines, and they're called windrows. And then you take the tractor and the baler after that, which does all the picking up and putting it into squares or circles, whatever you prefer, I guess. So going on, we get to about the second, or we actually almost ended the second row, and what had happened was we felt a few raindrops here and there. Didn't really worry about it. Kept on going, and then it just started, pouring down rain. Well, we quickly decided, we had a couple of tractors out there at the time, so we all got on one tractor, because I don't know how to drive the new John Deere ones, but they have an old case one that it was pretty easier, so I took that one and they took the two bigger John Deeres, and we had started heading back on into so-called the base of the place, where the shelter is and all that stuff. And we knew that the storm was coming, and we have to get the job done. And the reason why we were just panicking and whatnot is because we are around a lot of stuff that would attract lightning and stuff, all these metal objects that we have on the wagon, on the tractors, on the equipment, and put that all together, that is just a lightning strike on you waiting to happen. Whether I know it's unlikely, there's still a chance that it could happen, and lightning could strike, I don't know, so many miles out from where your current position is already. So we're doing so, we get back one ride, we hear thundering loud as all get out. You know how you can like count the seconds in between the lightning and the thunder? Well, we did just that, and it looks like, or my boss said it was about maybe a couple or so miles here and out there. So I think that was the closest that it was, about miles or so. Anyhow, we go, and the sucky part about it is that everything is in its own coordinated shelter, so to say. I keep wanting to call it a shelter, but it's not really kind of a shelter. It's kind of just like a storage place. So the case will go in with the baler in one tractor, so that went in first. We got that wrapped up. Then the wagon goes in one shelter, and then each tractor goes into another barn itself. So they all go into, like I said, once again, their coordinated position. So, God, what is that guy doing? You know, screw off. Jesus. They're all dick riding this gold kit class, which is not really that good, even though I say that, but I keep dying. Look, every single one of them had that gold kit. Like, hop off, man. Anyways, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, cattle's going wild, you know, they're getting crazy and whatnot, so we're trying to keep them calmed down, make sure they don't get escaped, you know, from the gates that we have, because if they did, that's just as bad as, you know, not getting everything else put away, because that'd be a pain in the ass trying to get all of them, you know, out as it is. So, you know, going through all these things, and we get stuck in the baler shelter because we weren't allowed. I think my neighbor got he keeps a walkie-talkie on him at all times, and it says, you know, stay under where you are for safe measures and whatnot, because it was striking just right. Felt like just right over the trees. So that happened, and we just sat. We just kept waiting. The storm would get up, then it would go low, up, low, carry on, go softly. Who even knows at this point whether it's going, you know, to stop a little or not. I don't even have my phone on me at the moment, so I couldn't, you know, contact anybody to say that I was going to be late getting back. But that didn't really bother me, you know, too much. So the point that I was, you know, getting at is, while we're sitting there, you know, you actually look out, and I don't know if you guys have ever been outside during a storm or whatnot, or if you ever really cared, so to say, I guess is what I'm trying to point out. It's very interesting, you know, how it looks, I guess, is just what I'm trying to say, and what this interesting, you know, story is just coming to. You know, just while sitting there and stuff, you know, even though it was actually really loud, you know, thunder and whatnot that was just rolling and running, it was a pretty good sight, you know, seeing it like, I don't know, light up the sky, I guess you would say. This guy's really getting on my nerves, like, really. So that was that. Neighbor left, and it was just me and his brother. We were the only two that left, and it finally, you know, stopped raining, so we went up. I did my finishing touches, so to say, and then we made our way, you know, back home. But